Well, welcome back to part two of whatever session this is, starting Mr. Smoke. I've gotten way behind on posting these videos. I'll get to it. Quick review of our 7 words before I get on. Seven words being go, stop, left front, left rear, right front, right rear. Go command. Stop command, which he's pushing through. Back command, which he's softened to. Left front command. I say command, I really mean vocabulary words. Left rear, vocabulary word. Switch sides. Go. Stop. Back. Go. Right front. And right rear. There's the 7 words. Yes. Now he's touching me. I have to assess how I feel about that touching. Touching, he's communicating, but you have to ask yourself, what's he trying to say? He's got mixed messages sometimes. Sometimes it's being very soft and sweet. He's a sweet guy. But other times it's kind of feel like somebody's shoving you in the shoulder, shoving you in the back. A little disrespectful and a little bit complaining. You know, hey, leave me alone, put me away, stop trying to boss me around. You're not in charge, I am, kind of stuff. This is basically a horse that doesn't appreciate leadership. He's not scared, of anything. He's domesticated. He hasn't found a threat that he has to worry about, So he feels pretty secure in life. Like, I don't need a leader. Got to be real careful right here. If a horse is feeling unusually belligerent, they could bite you in the neck or the shoulder and take you out. Okay, it's time for me to get on this horse, get some stuff done. See which horse I've got today. Good job. I love you too. He's a really nice guy when he's a nice guy. When he's not, he's a butt munch. Boy, dude, you are sweating like a son of a bitch. Not my fault. Come on. Come on. Now, I'm going to go on record as saying this too. When you have a horse like this is not anybody's horse. If an unconfident person were to take ownership of this horse that was timid and a little worried about being on a horse, this horse would eat him alive. Maybe even end up hurting him, but definitely going to ignore him. Not going to like him at all. This horse wants a powerful partner. I'll use this word, that's worthy of the level this horse is on its own. Now, this horse, it'd be good for him to be a couple notches down from where he is. But if you want to work cows, don't you want a horse like this? Yep. Hell, you want to win anything. You want a barrel race. You turn this horse and take all that belligerence and exuberance and point it at those barrels and say, get her done. So this is a performance horse. But it's not anybody's horse. This is not a kid's horse. This is not a timid person's horse. This is when somebody says needs an experienced rider. They don't mean experienced rider. What they really mean is this horse needs a worthy human. A human that can match their level or even be above their level. Not in skill necessarily, but in, it's hard to define gumption thing. You can be very inexperienced, but if you're strong-willed and have a big heart, you get on a horse and say, dude, we're going to go do what I want to do. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're still going to do what I want to do. That's what this horse needs. And the trouble is, too much of that, and this horse will fight with you. You pick a fight with this guy, I got a feeling he will fight with you. I've been doing everything to not pick a fight with him. And to take and convert all that belligerence by offering peace. But so I've added more active leadership to that, and that's helped him. That's what he needs. That's what he's telling me he needs right now, at least at this point in his life. Good boy. So I'm gonna stand with him a moment longer. I'm getting a pretty darn good feeling from him, and he's actually falling asleep. He's sweating like a son of a bitch. He wore himself out. He heated himself up. Maybe now he could be learning a lesson from that. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Shit, I can hardly move. I can't breathe. Yeah, might have been a mistake. There you go. There you go. Hasn't changed a lot in the last few days. He's still got a lot of goofing around with his head, with the bit. He wishes he didn't have a bit in his mouth. He doesn't want to be controlled, so to speak, or at least talked to. I like to say Control is an illusion. There's no such possibility of any human controlling any horse. And that's the difference between a horseman or horsewoman and a person who rides a horse. Horseman or woman knows the only thing they have control of is themselves. You can see what he's doing with his head and the bit. And notice he doesn't do that on the ground. He doesn't care about the bit in his mouth. But when there's a person on the other end of it, and he's biting my foot again, so I might get off this horse and have words again with him, like I did last session. But I'm going to give him a chance. There you go. There's some peace. There's some peace. Dante, I appreciate it if you could just be quiet. There's some peace. There you go. Now I'm convinced this is because this guy is hot and tired. He wore himself out. So he's kind of giving up a little right there. It actually feels like he wants to lay down, get rid of some of that sweat. I'm going to let him go through this again till he quits. There. I'm going to let go of the reins. I want to offer peace in the saddle. See if he can fall into that peace. There you go. Now I'm going to ask him again. You're going to get a little pissy again. Come on. Come on. You really wore yourself out, didn't you? Hey, you want to choose to be silly like that when it's freaking 95 degrees outside? Maybe a little more thought first would be a good idea. Yeah. Thinking's underrated by you. Come on. So, I don't see a big difference. Actually, he was better last session. I'd say there's been regression here a little bit, but I think I feel a crack happening in this guy's armor. This is just one of those cases of you got to be willing to repeat. Take him there again, offer it to him again. This is one of those things, you know, that skilled horsemen try and offer things to horses, and they're asking the horse to make a decision to accept that offer. But they're leaving it up to the horse. And this is a horse that's saying, nope, don't want to accept your offer. Nope, don't want that piece, don't want to be left alone. Nope, 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 nope. So what do? Offer it to him again. Keep offering. Don't quit. Stay consistent. Stay persistent. Just keep offering it, and somewhere in there, you can't quit. You know, horses. I've met a lot of horses that humans have quit on them all their lives, and they've learned all these avoidance behaviors to get the human to quit. They do something and it causes the human to quit, and they go, "Yep, I noticed that." Next time they do it some more, I noticed that. Yeah, nothing he's gonna do is gonna make me quit. I'm just gonna try again. And at some point in there, he'll go, "He's not gonna quit," and then he will. He'll accept the offer. And you have so much potential. You are such a cool horse. You are so good natured in a way, unless somebody's telling you what to do. Then you're not. But this is going to be an amazing horse someday. We just got to keep offering things to him until he accepts the offer. That's all. Yep. I do wonder what your dad and mom were like. Okay, let's get her done. And I'm not going to go much longer with him today. Because when you have a horse like this, it's not amount of time. It's the type of time you're spending with the horse. Like I said, offering to him. I'm offering to him. He's not accepting the offer. I just need to come back tomorrow and offer to him again. So it's just a matter of repetition. Actually, this would be a good horse. It's just too hot in the afternoons. I mean, today it's going to be 101 degrees. I don't have any shade or indoor, Sucks to be me. But this would be a good horse to do 2 or 3 sessions on a day. Where if you could line of horses up and keep this guy tacked up, tied to something, thinking about it. Hey! Where are you going? Come back here. You quitting on me? No quitters. Think about that before you do anything else. I could take my boot off and hit you in the ass with it. Now this is a great example of offering. And there he's taking my offer. Now notice my change when he turned in. I softened everything about me. I looked down at the ground and my energy sucked in. And actually I'm trying to throw my energy out behind me, make negative energy to reward that choice he made. But he stopped. So now if the energy comes back up, I'm going to make the offer again. And he accepted the offer again. Look what I do. Now I'm going to do that acceptance on steroids right there. Soften everything I got to offer peace again. This is that passive leadership. This horse has to have a mix of the two, or you could really screw this horse up. If you came down really, really hard on him, you could get him to shut down, and he'd stay shut down, and you wouldn't have a very successful career being ridden. You don't, I see that way too often, you just don't want to waste a horse like this. So don't withhold the active leadership, but don't withhold the passive leadership. Give him the opportunity to learn and accept your offers. Sure hope I pushed play. I think I did. I mean record. So he's so soft to the right. I mean left. When I pick up his left rein, instead of turning, he just bends his neck. Because he thinks about me, which I taught him early, but he doesn't think about me the way I want him to think about me yet. So now he's doing the head thing. This is to get my hands out of his mouth, but I'm not in his mouth. He gets in his own mouth. He stretches his head and neck down till he makes contact with my hands, then he pulls on my hands. There we go. There we go. And there's another accepting my offer. There we go. Okay, at the moment. And there he goes with his head, goofing around again. And again, this is not a horse, I don't think, that's ready to go out on a trail yet. Because he's special. Come on, come on. You're a quitter, aren't you? Yeah, there's a lot of ways you are immature. That's just another one of them. Oh well, that's okay. You're going to be a perfect horse someday. I know it. Thanks for watching, Dante. You're next. Let's have a moment. Great example. You can't pet your horse too much. It's impossible. Pet that horse. Come on. You're okay. Goofing around again, aren't you? See all the stuff he's doing with his head? That's about the bit, and it's about my hands on the other end of the bit. And Harry actually pulled forward, walked through my hands deliberately. That's that belligerence. So I want to find a good place when he's not doing all that junk. I might ask him to back. Normally I don't do that with a young horse. It was a pretty reasonable walk off with a reasonable attitude. I could have gotten off right there. And you might say, what's the point in getting off? The point is to give him an opportunity to think about this stuff. He's feeling so much with me on him that he can't, the learning is taking place when I get off. Where he can review what just happened, think about it and go, huh. There's not a lot of learning going on when I'm on this horse. There, that was really nice, soft. Let's get another one. Those are the dinkiest little steps. But a little warm out here. I got another horse to do. And my whole point here with this guy is it needs to be repetition. I need to leave him on that note we just had, which was a very nice, I picked up a rein. He said, oh, what's this guy want? He stepped off. That's exactly the quality of thinking I want. Whew. Yeah, Mr. Dante, I'm coming. Whew. You're slightly tired, aren't you? I'm just going to remind you that you did that to yourself. Y'all have a blessed day. Two such short little videos for you. Bye.